Hey guys, welcome back to more story time in BedWars. Today I'm going to be telling you the story about the time I broke my leg at the skate park. It's a pretty long one, so I'm just going to try to start it off. Let's go. So it happened in the very beginning of the summer of 2016. I was going to a skate park that was about 45 minutes away from my house. And I was going with my cousin and two of my... So I was going with my cousin and two of my close friends, and I had just woken up recently by the time we got there, so I wasn't really like warmed up or anything. And as soon as we got there, everybody wanted to jump this gap. It's a fly box type of thing. Where's my aim? But it's a fly box is what it's called, and if you don't know what that is, I'll try to put a picture of it up on the screen if I'm not too lazy. And so I wasn't about to hit it first because I just woke up, so I was like, okay, you guys go first and I'll back you up. So my first friend went and everything was fine, and then me and my cousin are standing there. He's about to go, and I was like, okay, I don't know if I got this, man. Like, I just woke up. And he's like, nah, you're fine, you got it. I was like, all right. So then my cousin goes, he hits it, and I'm like going right behind him. Well, not right behind him, but like a little bit behind him. And then I go, try to jump it, and I make the gap. Everything's fine. And then I land and kind of like slip off. Or my foot slips off, and I almost kind of do the splits. But I look down and immediately I'm just like, dang. I just broke my leg. So my friends come up because they noticed I didn't get up like right away, and they're like, yo, you good? And I'm like, I just broke my leg. And they're like, no, like seriously, are you good? And I'm like, my leg's actually broken, like look at it. And it looked like I had a second knee in the middle of my shin though. Like, it was so gross looking. I didn't even know what to do about it. Does Aqua still have a bed? Yeah, he does. I didn't know what to do about it really. So their like first thing is like, let's call the ambulance, and I'm like, yo, don't do that. Like, I don't have money for that, because I've heard stories about people literally going like bankrupt over an ambulance ride when all it is like an expensive taxi. Wait, Gray's the only person left? So yeah, it's pretty much just like an expensive taxi with a shitty bed in it. So I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that. You either gotta call my mom or I gotta get a ride from you guys there. And they're like, yeah, that's fine, like we'll give you a ride, blah blah blah. And everything's fine. But now the only thing is I have to try to get to the car from the middle of the skate park ground, and my leg is broken. So my friends are like, yeah, we'll help you, let's just go grab our stuff first. So they go and get their stuff. Wait, you didn't die? He didn't die? So they go and get their stuff, and then they come over to help me like get to the car. And before they come over to help me get into the car, like while they're grabbing their stuff, some skateboard comes out of nowhere and just knocks me right in the fucking head. So yeah, I'm vibing there on the ground with a broken leg, and some skateboard comes and just hits me in the head out of nowhere. And the skater comes up to me and he's like, you shouldn't be laying on the ground. I'm like, dude, I literally just broke my leg and you're gonna come up to me and tell me I shouldn't be laying on the ground when your skateboard just hit me in the head? What am I supposed to do? Crawl over to the side? Like, I don't know, this guy. So yeah, he walks away like nothing happened, and then my friends come up and they start trying to help me get into the car. But the way they're gonna carry me is like one person on each of my shoulders and then one person on each of my legs. But it was just like my cousin and then two of my other friends, so we needed one other person to carry like one of my legs or something. And one sec. So we needed one other person to come carry one of my legs, and this lady comes and volunteers. Super nice of her. The thought was very, very kind. But then, for some reason, they had her carry my broken leg, and as they're carrying me, she sees it like flopping and folding around like an extra knee, and she just gets all scared and jumps away and backs away, and lets my leg just flop around there. And I'm fucking screaming at this point because I felt my bones grind together. I'm just like, ooh, like that fucking hurt. So she's all scared. She's holding my leg by like my knee, and like I didn't even know what to say at that point. Like I just wanted to be in the car. I just wanted to be at the hospital already. But yeah, we end up getting to the car, and my cousin quick like put the seats back so I could like lay in the back comfortably. And then one of my other friends gets in the back with me to try to like hold my leg for me and put some like coats and stuff underneath it. So yeah, he put some coats underneath my leg and helps it so it tries not to hurt as bad when we go over bumps and stuff on the way to the hospital. And I don't really remember much else of what happened that night. Like I remember we got to the hospital. My parents showed up at some point, said something to me. I don't even know what they said to me. They remember better than I do. They were telling me I was loopy as hell, already drugged out, because the doctors put me on like morphine and something called Dilaudid, and I couldn't have surgery until the next day. My bed's probably gone here. I couldn't have surgery till the next day because the doctor, like the best doctor to have the surgery or to do the surgery, it was already pretty late by then, so he wasn't there anymore. So the next day I wake up, have surgery, don't remember much else. Or they like knocked me out to have the surgery. And then I wake up and I'm just like laying in a hospital bed with my leg up in the air, and like I'm just chilling there. I was drugged up off of like morphine and Dilaudid. They had to give me, what was it? They had to give me Benadryl because it was too itchy. The Dilaudid was making me itchy. So yeah, I had Benadryl to stop the itch. And pretty much my leg was all covered in gauze. Like there was not much I could really do. I got to leave the hospital a few days later with some crutches, and that's pretty much it. A bunch of gauze around my leg. And I got home just to lie in bed for a long time because I couldn't do anything. The way I broke it, I had a spiral fracture on my tibia and just like a clean snap on my fibula. Knock back, my good sir. Oh, that was not the play. Okay, one sec. Let me try to deal with this guy. I gotta get something to try to break this guy's bed with. So yeah, I get home and I can't really do anything for the whole summer, and I was really bummed because pretty much going to the skate park every day was like how I was living at that point. And even when I was at home, I couldn't really like sit up or anything like that for very long because I had to elevate my leg pretty much at all times. And one sec, let me break this bed, hopefully. I'm in leather still? No wonder I'm taking so much damage. Alright, wait, let's figure this out real quick. Okay. I guess pretty much to end of the story, I had to do physical therapy for a few months, and I still have 2 bolts, or 3 bolts and a rod in my tibia. And sometimes the one in my, I have one underneath my knee and 2 in my ankle, and the one in my knee acts up sometimes, but other than that, I can go to the skate park now, do that kind of stuff. And life's pretty much back to normal. And I guess that's the story of when I broke my leg. Sorry I'm bad at telling stories. Thanks for watching me play BedWars. Bye.